I'm Charlotte Curtis, Head of Adult Services with your Livingston Parish Library, and we're getting close to the end of our 2020 summer reading program, the theme of which was Imagine Your Story. Now, these themes for summer reading programs are picked out years in advance. I don't know whose idea it was to have 2020 as Imagine Your Story, but I bet when they picked this theme, they never could have imagined the events taking place across the country. As a result, we've had to do all of our programs online, which you know because you're watching a craft program right now. So before we get started with another one of Charlotte's super simple crafts, I wanted to remind you of why you need to make sure that you've enrolled in our program if you haven't done it already. First, to complete the summer reading programs for adults, you only need to do 3 things. Either read 3 books and log them, do 3 crafts and log your activity, watch 3 of our videos, and you know those have ranged from hurricane preparedness to making a home first aid kit to our virtual escape rooms and trivia games. There's lots and lots for you to choose from. All you need to do is log 3 things and you complete the program. When you do that, you get this lovely browsing bag with Imagine Your Story, a pencil with Imagine Your Story, and a notepad, because we all need one of these in our purse, our pocket, or by the phone to write down important stuff. Now, in addition, as soon as you've done one activity or craft or read one book and logged anything, then you're eligible to be entered into a weekly drawing. Each branch of the library selects a winner every week, and that person will get a book light, very handy, an adult coloring book. By the way, this is just representative of our choices. We've got many different versions. I don't know which one you might win, but I know which one you won't win. If you don't enter, you can't win. So, coloring book, matte pencils, and a light. Each branch gives one winner from the people who have registered for the program and have read one book, made one craft, watched one activity, and logged it. So if you want to be eligible, do that. And the reason that I'm sitting here beating my drum for this is we know people are watching videos because we can see the views, but we're not seeing people go in and log their activities. And I really want you to do that because this summer's grand prizes for adults, they're amazing. Each branch will be awarding a bag, and inside the bag you get a beautiful Livingston Parish metal bottle, a really great book. It's hilarious. It's about a 1,000-year-old dragon that's hidden out in the Atchafalaya swamp. I've read it myself and I laughed my head off. So you'll like that. So a bag, a book, a bottle, and a book light. So far we're doing pretty well with the alliteration. But now we're going to break up the alliteration because the big prize is this fabulous Kindle Fire. So it's a HD8. I don't know what all this stuff means, but I'm just telling you, it's got a great display. It's suitable for using to download your favorite books from Hoopla with the library, watch movies that you can check out using your library card. Basically, this enables you to do many of the things that you would have done had you been able to actually go on site. And I know that lots of us are staying a little closer to home nowadays. So each branch has this as a grand prize. So if you'd like to be eligible to participate in the drawing for a Kindle Fire, the bag, the bottle, the book, and the book light, then you need to register and you need to make sure that you've earned 3 badges: crafts, activities, games, or read 3 books, or any combination. We don't care. You just need to do 3 things and log them in order to be eligible for the grand prize. Again, here we are, Charlotte with the super simple crafts, because anybody who's been watching me do crafts knows by this time that I can only do the ones that are really, really simple. This one may set the record of being the most super simple that we've done yet. So, when you go by your branch of the library and pick up your curbside craft kit, you will receive a pre-cut bookmark, and we've got them in a variety of patterns and shapes. And you also get something that's been cut out with the Cricut that says read, because what fits better on a bookmark, right? And you will also get a charm of some sort. I picked this one because it was big, and since we were filming this, I wanted to make sure that everybody could see what it was going to look like. Somebody will be getting dragons. I don't know who will, but I can tell you that I've looked at the charms and they all look really great. So whatever you get, I believe you're going to like. So right now, we're going to use this, and believe me, I'm getting ready to do right now the only complicated thing of this whole craft, which is we're going to make a tassel. Now, if I were a very mathematically inclined, precise person, I would tell you to get a cardboard square, that's, I don't know, 4 by 4 or whatever, but we know that I'm not, so I'm going to use my hand. So I just start wrapping yarn around my hand. There we go. Now I'm wrapping it a lot because this yarn happens to be kind of thin, and I like a fat tassel myself. So there we go. I think that's going to be good. As with all of my crafts, it's your craft. Do it the way that you want. I'm just showing you the concept. By the way, yarn is included in the kit. So you're going to get yarn, a bookmark, the reed cutout, and a charm. All right, so that doesn't look fat enough. There we go, there we go, there we go. All right. Then cut it. All right, now the tricky part. I'm going to take the yarn, thread it through the big loop that I just made, and tie it off. And any of you who have watched my craft videos know that about the only skill I have is I can tie a simple knot, which I just did. Great. Now, I'm going to cut. All right. Now, you're probably looking going, well, that's not a tassel. How are you going to fix that? I'm going to cut this off down at the bottom. Not that big old long piece. Don't cut that yet. All right. And I'm sticking the big old long piece out straight. Okay, see how I made like a little fat head right there? I'm taking the little fat head and I am wrapping around that little loose piece of string that I cut a minute ago. Around and around and around. Now I'm going to go around and around and around the other way because I really want it to look like it's got a little pumpkin head sitting up on top of it. And when I've twisted it around to the point of ridiculousness, then I'm just going to tie that off. there's one of Miss Charlotte's Very Tight Knots, followed by another one of Miss Charlotte's Very Tight Knots. Come on, come on, come on. And you're still don't look like a tassel. Well, it's fixing to, because we just go through there, stick the scissors through all of those loops and snip. And voila, a tassel. Okay, that was the only thing that's going to present any challenge to you at all. Now, pick up the pretty side. If you've got an embellished one, and I believe most of the ones that I saw going out were, pick up the embellished side. The reed part cannot be easier. You don't have to thread it through a hole or anything. You just stick it through the big old round spot there on the R. And then take your charm. You've got a little leeway with this. You could put your charm down by your tassel if you want to do it that way. I really think it's better to go up here because I'm worried about too much weight on the tassel pulling a hole through the bookmark. So, stick it through the hole right there and through the R. And I like a nice long tassel about like this. Oops, forgot the dragon. Sorry. Hold on. Come on, Drago. Right through there. All right, when I've threaded the yarn through the bookmark, the reed cutout, and my charm, then I'm going to tie up at the top just so that the charm stays in place. Where is the end of that? There it is. Got it. And make this kind of a loose knot because you don't want to, again, put too much strain on that hole in your bookmark. So we looped it off like that. And then I'm going to go down here to the bottom and camouflage it in with all of those other threads by just wrapping it around that head of my little tassel again. And I will pick up a thread and tie it and then trim it off so it's the same length as all of the other ones. So see, I'm picking up this thread and I'm going to tie my long thread. Probably cut it too long, but my motto is always better to have too much of something than not enough, especially if you're dealing with chocolate. There's nothing sadder than not enough chocolate when you're really having a bad day. And there you go. We have a bookmark suitable for putting in a book about a dragon. By the way, if you're not the grand prize winner, we did purchase copies of this, so it is available for checkout. So you can do it however you want. You can do it this way, or you can do it like that. The dragon, as great as it looks, I gotta tell you the truth, because it's so fat, does kind of make it difficult to keep it in there. So Most of the other charms are flatter, which makes them more suitable for bookmarks. So if I were actually using this one for a bookmark, what I would do is use the tassel part to mark my spot. There you go. Where's the dragon? There it is. Okay, so Charlotte Curtis reminding you that if you have not yet signed up for our summer reading program, please do so. Thank you for helping me get through what has been a very challenging summer. I couldn't do it without the feedback that I'm getting from some of you that have been watching the videos and have enjoyed them. Again, until next time, goodbye.